Hello and welcome to Philip's Thoughts 2020. I've been away for a while. I've had a cold, cough going on, and when you're a one-man show, it's kind of hard to put on a show when you're coughing all the time. So until I get this cloning thing figured out and straightened out, it's just one of me. So, it left me with only a couple options. One, sit here and cough the whole way through whatever, video I was doing, which I don't think anybody wants to hear that, or try to edit out all the coughs, which then leaves nothing coherent behind. I've got my tea with honey, help me get through this one. But I thought I'd go ahead and just kind of give an update on the channel from the standpoint of, where we're at after 3 months or so, 3-4 months, and, where we're going in 2020. So, get the ball rolling.
Here you go.
What? Oh, what's this? Oh, okay, my notes. Okay. One of the things I just wanted to, go with, start off with, just kind of, what's been up with the channel is, towards the end of last year, I was trying to do more cooking shows, trying to allow, YouTube's algorithms to, algorithm to, do its thing and, put the channel out there more, kind of get an idea where we're at. So by doing more cooking shows, figuring that would kind of like, okay, here's doing cooking shows, we'll present these to people and get more viewers. That just really didn't seem to help. And honestly, I think it's just because, this channel's so small, doesn't have that many viewers yet. I think really I need to get up to, having, like 1,000 subscribers and stuff before anything's really going to come through. When I look at the metrics and that, there's a lot of metrics that just doesn't show through. It'd be like, oh, you don't have enough data yet, or it's trying to tell me like, I'm targeting adults or, kids or whatever, who's watching the show. It doesn't tell me any of that, really. It's kind of funny because it'll tell me that, only like 40% of my viewership is coming from the United States. And the rest it doesn't know. So it's like, okay, you don't know. It's like, does that mean it is the United States and you just don't know? Or, it's outside the country and you're just not going to tell me what country it's in. And that's on the YouTube side. Now, I'm also on Dailymotion. And on there, I get a little bit more details. Again, most of my viewership is coming from the United States, but there is some, around the world, in England and, a lot of different places, that I never would have imagined. And that's great. I love having, different views and, different viewership. One of the other things I did notice was on my Dailymotion channel, right around Christmas time, I had done a Christmas music video, with the fire pit going, and on Dailymotion that thing took off. I mean, it was like, hey, 90% of your views are, off of this one video kind of thing. It really took off right before Christmas and right around the Christmas holiday. And that was great, and you would almost think like, hey, YouTube's going to have the same thing, but it didn't. There was like nothing. I mean, that video was dead, and that's weird, Again, it's, probably has to do all with the algorithm, the way that works, and just, I think there's just so many more videos out there on YouTube than, on Dailymotion and stuff. So, it really limits, how much they're going to promote that. So, that's the way that goes. So, again, that kind of leads me into, what I'm going to do with this channel going forward. As far as like focusing in on, cooking or gardening or what I'm going to do. Really, I'm, not going to worry about that. That was just, I think that was just kind of stressing me out, kind of trying to just go for the, try to get the viewership and stuff, to try to build the channel and that. And, it's not what this is about. This is about thinking, getting ideas out there, expressing myself in a lot of different ways. Not that we're not going to do cooking, and gardening and stuff, that's still going to be a big part of this channel. But I am going to throw in some other things as well. So, I got my notes here. One of the things we're going to start off this year with, which, I'm sure a lot of folks have started this year off with, is, losing weight. With me being sick and having this cough that just won't go away. Just keeps hanging on. Even after getting some antibiotics to, kill the sinus infection and so forth, just won't let go. So, I've got to lose weight. Let's face it, there's, enough of me for two of me. Based off of my height and that, the most I'm supposed to weigh is like, maybe 160. It's supposed to be like around 145 or so. And I am nowhere near that. I recently weighed myself, and I was up to 310, and that's the highest I've ever seen myself. And I don't want to be there. You can see, I got a pretty good profile here. I was joking with my kids that I was, getting ready to take over for Santa Claus when he retired. And all I had to do was work on the beard. But I don't want that job. I really don't. I need to shed a person. I just need to drop. I've got a whole person that I can get rid of, and be a lot healthier. So that's what I've got to do. And so I think what we're going to do is we're going to, go ahead and have some Fitness Fridays kind of thing. I'm just going to kind of give updates on what I'm doing. Maybe I'll do some exercise demonstrations or something, as time goes on. Starting off, I'm not going to be doing a whole lot. I mean, just doing a little bit of aerobic exercise, 15, 30 minutes a day. Be that just walking, doing stair steps. And, maybe say, Phil, just walking, what's wrong with you? You got to do more than that. Let's realize I am carrying, over 300 pounds. And that's a lot of weight to be lugging around. And I really need to just work on that. Getting the body moving again, doing some light stretching, nothing major contortionist-wise or anything. We're just going to go ahead and, start to build the core so we can move forward. Mother Nature is kind of helping out. We've got plenty of snow outside, and so I'm getting my shoveling in, so I'm getting a lot of aerobic exercise. But I was thinking about that, as far as like how much I weigh, just going out walking, and like, wow, that's not really exercise. But when I was at my peak physically, as far as lifting weights and that, which I did a lot as a younger person, I was like 145. And, I'd throw on this 40-pound weight vest and go run around and so forth. So, hey, 40-pound weight vest, hey, I'm 185. I'm still more than 100 pounds over that, So could my younger self of throwing on, another 120 pounds or so, 130 pounds, get out and go jogging? No, I don't think so. My knees just have issues with that. So, yeah, we're going to start slow, steady, but each week we'll kind of give an update on how things are going. Another thing I'm doing is trying to give up soda pop, Coke, whatever you want to call it, depending on what part of the country you're in. But I've got to get rid of that. I've stopped that before. I'm hoping, with your help, nag me, make sure I'm following my own rules and, not doing that. Because I've got to get rid of those there's sugar, calories that just don't matter. We've got to just get rid of that. So anyways, we'll give updates every week. I don't know if I'm going to be weighing myself every week. Maybe every 2 weeks we'll kind of do a weigh-in type thing. And just see how things progress, hopefully downward. Yeah, that's going to be one of the things we're going to do. Again, we're going to do cooking. We're going to stick with some cooking. I've got lots of old cookbooks. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be looking for some of those more healthier items, Just want to go the healthier side of life, I guess. We'll still do some things that taste good, as far as desserts-wise goes and that. But, again, it's going to have to be moderation kind of thing. We're not starving ourselves. And with that, I was doing the Tenderloin Trail. Let's face it, tenderloins aren't the healthiest thing for you. But I do want to go ahead and finish that. And, we're not looking to starve the body. We're just looking to get it in better shape. So we will progress with that. We're about halfway through the trail right now, I think. So we've got a few more to go. And weather permitting, we'll get to all those spots as well. Now, it is, like I said, weather permitting, because it is, rather cold out. We're getting lots of snow, just keeps coming back, building up. It's still time to plant our garden. We've got to get planting. I've got a seed catalog I'm going to kind of go through with everybody. That'll be the first off. I've got to get my seeds ordered, and we're going to try some different things. Again, that's why things I love about gardening is trying to grow something I never did before. One of the things I was looking at, and I don't know how well it'll grow in this area, but they're like, these giant like snake bean things are like huge. And so just more to come on that. We're going to go ahead and look at that. We're going to plan out the garden as far as dimensions wise and where we're going to put stuff. So, that's what we've got to get started now. While it's still cold out, while there's still snow on the ground, we've got to get planning that so that when the snow does melt and everything, we can go ahead and hit the ground running and, come up with our schedule of, okay, this is going in this week, this week, this week, depending on, temperatures and all that kind of good stuff. So that's another thing we're going to do, on this channel. So, and then another new thing, I'm going to do, is I'm going to be having some more one-on-one commentaries. Hey, we're going to, belly up to the bar here, and we're just going to talk about life in general, what's going on in the world. I am in Iowa here, and hey, we've got the Iowa caucuses, the whole First in the Nation thing, and that's coming up rather fast. And there's a lot of, just crazy election year talk and things going on. So, I want to put my opinions out on that, and that may offend some people, but hey, you have that right in this country to be offended. Let's not forget, we can be offended, we can talk, respectfully and so forth. I'm not going to sit here and insult just straight up somebody's candidate, but I am going to question people and, things that they say or do, or, just kind of give my opinion of, like I said, I've been around for quite a while. I've seen a lot of these elections come and go, and it's just amazing how you keep rehearing the same old thing rehashed over and over and over and over and over again. So, anyways, that's kind of what I've got planned for this year. We're going to try to, work in these different segments. So, come on, and join us for the ride. Should be fun. We are going to try to keep things somewhat amusing, even when we are talking politics or whatever other craziness are going on. And one of the other things I was thinking about doing too was that's kind of highlight some of the good things that happen out there. We don't really see that much. It's like a little blurb at the bottom of the page of the newspaper or website or wherever, kind of thing. So I think some of those things we need to bring to light, when somebody's doing something really cool or whatever, happy thoughts, so we're going to have happy thoughts, after all, this is Philip's thoughts. And, so yeah, we're going to work on all this, with the gardening, we'll work on that, with the cooking. Yeah, we're just going to have, fun this year. Lots of different things going on, and we'll see what takes off, we'll see what, you, the viewer, like, what you don't like. Let me know. And, yeah, just have a ball.
And don't forget.
What was that? Oh,
Yeah,
like, share, subscribe. Come back for more, guys. Like, share, subscribe, follow, come back for more. And, as always, keep thinking, guys.